Making models out of garbage is cool and all, but at the end of the day, it's just a new pretty piece of garbage, which is why it's finally time to recycle Howl's moving castle back to where it came from. But before we can do that, we need to break it back down into its component parts for maximum reusability. Some of the pieces I might be able to reuse in other projects, or even turn into another Howl's Moving Castle model someday, while others can be released back into the wild to reunite with their families in landfills. Just a few pieces left to remove now, and then we can scrape off that oil wash weathering. As many of you know, oil paints can be reactivated with mineral spirits, so after a quick moisture pass, I'm using a clean brush to soak up the wash. Then a reverse titration to condense that paint into a little pigment nugget, and back into the tube it goes. The dry brushed areas are easy to salvage. Since they're so dry, we can just dust off that pigment, then mix it with paint thinner to make a new pot of paint. And as long as we're soaking up paint thinner, we'll just use that to soak up the rest of the acrylic paint. You don't even have to be a wizard, it's all water soluble. And now that we're back to clean garbage, we can reconstitute the original junk. Starting with the legs, which are just beads that have been on loan from the Bill Making Stuff bead library. Thanks, Bill.
Oh, hello, Studson. Yeah, just leave the beads over there. Actually, there's something about late fees. You owe me quite a bit of money in late fees. We are friends, but I prefer money.
I used a lot of sealed containers and caps in the build, so we can just pop off the lids and siphon up the uncured super glue back into the bottle. For all the building-shaped buildings, coffee stirring sticks and shingles are easy to reuse for future builds, but remember to save every single foam offcut so you can reassemble your XPS into its original form. Some of the things I used were actually trash picked up off the ground, which I was able to rehabilitate and release back into the wild. There you go. And some of the things that weren't trash were treasure, like this tiny horseshoe, which is going back into my bits box as my burden to bear until I appease the horse centipede. Great news, Gunpla fans! Remember how I destroyed several perfectly good Gundams just to make one trash sculpture? Well, luckily, I was able to reclaim every piece and reassemble the models in their original form. Don't believe me? Have a look at these guys right here. I bet you feel so silly right now. It feels so good to be able to turn one model into so many useful things, like this weird bubble pack to protect and display my apples. And remember, if you have a dual action hot glue gun, you can suck up that glue for another project. Wow, free rice bowls, noodle bowls, tubes. This has been a great trash haul, but most importantly, I finally have my 1-gallon kimchi vessel back. Happy April Fool's Day, everyone. I've been busy and working on a pretty big video recently, which is coming out later this month, but if you're curious what it is, here's a hint. Until then, check out these beauty shots of this nice garbage, and wow, what a nice list of names. As always, thank you for all the support on Patreon while I disappear for months at a time to make large miniature things. No shoutouts this time, but next time, yeah. Now, I'll see you all on the next epic bird video.
Beads. Oh, lovely beads. Oh, look at that one. It's a good one. What do you think? Nice. It's good.